Hello, Season 1 DVD
That's crazy.
purchasers.
I've never been on a DVD before of a full season, because everything I do gets canceled.
Not this one, thanks to you, viewer. Thank him. Thank him.
It's cheesy.
Thank the viewer.
It's cheesy.
Is it cheesy to be thanked, viewer? Thank the viewer.
Thank you, viewers.
What a dork. Well, the year leading up to Modern Family, I killed 3 people on TV. I'm a character actor, you know, just getting jobs, not getting most jobs that I audition for. You know, the life of an actor is to audition, and every once in a while you get to actually go do the work, which is just a plus. And I think that's sort of the mentality, you know, if anybody's watching that's an actor has to know, is that your job is to audition, and every once in a while you get the bonus of doing the job.
Oh my God, do you love it?
Is that us?
Oh, I had Andre do it while we were gone.
Is that us with wings?
We're floating above her, always there to protect her.
You know, I've been doing this for 13 years and lived in Chicago for 2 years doing commercials and studying at the Second City and Improv Olympic, and then moved out here and continued to work in commercials and just started slowly building a television resume that got me the opportunity to get indoors, like with Jeff Greenberg, you know, the casting director of Modern Family.
Cliffs Amusement Park used to be called Uncle Cliffs, so they cut the uncle. Now it's just Cliffs. The mascot of Cliffs is a big coyote. Not really sure why, but there were days that I was roaming the park in a big coyote outfit with my eyes. I think they were like around his neck, and then the head went up much farther than my head did. And he was very tall, and he wore a cowboy hat. Coyote Cliff.
Well, we weren't telling anyone until we knew that it was official, and then when the agency called last week, I had to pack.
And also, I would perform in the theme park shows, Celebrate Freedom, the Broadway Extravaganza, the Country Connection, just to name a few of the wonderful shows I did at Cliffs Amusement Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico. All I wanted to accomplish when I was a kid, I wanted to be in a Broadway musical. And that could even be like Third Indian from the Left in Anna Get Your Gun. Like, I didn't care. And I actually did play Third Indian from the Left in Anna Get Your Gun at one point at a very bad regional production. I've been living in New York for 13 years, and then I came out to dabble in television, and I did a few shows that were canceled after a season or less, and then was going to go back to theater when the script came along, and I had to audition for it. I had to put myself into the mix, and lo and behold, here I am on a DVD extra talking about how I auditioned for this very role. Crazy.
This one we're going to try where you don't say happy birthday.
Okay.
We come in with the argument, give me the chess set, we're going to sell this right now. Right now, let's go. And as you walk by and go, happy birthday, Phil, we're going in.
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. Where would I start? I started out in New York. I did a lot of theater, Broadway, regional theater. I came out here. I did a couple of pilots that didn't go for NBC. And then I got Married with Children. I played Al Bundy. And that ran 11 years. And after that, I did a variety of movies, several, maybe 10 movies. And then this came along. That's in a nutshell, you know. I've done Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for about 18 years. When we shot one last week where I'm showing my son Mitchell a couple of basic moves, and it kind of turns bad because I accidentally choke him out, and because I'm thinking about something else, and it goes on too long, which can happen, you know, quite easily with that.
Ding dong.
That's why I was off my game. I still said I could beat you.
Fine, I guess we'll never know.
Or we could find out right now.
Happy birthday, Phil.
Sure.
I went to dental school, yeah, but I didn't graduate. I almost became a dentist, but no. It's different what I'm doing here in American TV than I was doing in Hispanic television. I was TV hosting. I wasn't acting. So for me, it's kind of a new experience, but it's fantastic because I'm working with all these amazing actors. So for me, it's a dream come true. I think I found my dream role. I think it's Gloria. It's she's so much fun. She's like a mixture between my mother and my aunt and me. So for me, it's a lot of fun to play.
Okay, here we go. We have a scene now. Let's do it.
I want to go now to the mall where she works. But first I need to go home to get my white silk shirt.
Well, I'm from Texas. I'm from Bryan College Station, Texas. Go Aggies. Before Modern Family, I was going out for a lot of other series, regulars. Like I was going out for a TV show here, a TV show there. But then when I was coming out for this one, I was really getting high, and I was really hoping I would get this one. And then it was slowed down, and about a month later, they called me back, to go back for more auditions. And then finally, I guess they thought I was good, so they booked me.
Look who we got. Oh, my baby.
So just take it from the top.
Sleepover with Phil Dunphy,
I was indeed a lineman for the Hidden Valley Mustangs, which is, it gives you an idea of just how small a school it was when 6 foot, 200-pound high school Ty Burrell was actually, I don't know if I may have been the biggest guy on our offensive line and defensive line.
Action.
I was a bartender at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and it's actually where I first started to kind of get fascinated by acting. It was really kind of hypnotizing. I was terrified of it. I wasn't immediately drawn to doing it, but it's definitely where the seed was planted.
I'm a cool dad. That's my thing. I'm hip. I surf the web. I text. LOL, laugh out loud, OMG, oh my God, WTF, why the face.
My first acting experience, so after that experience, after bartending at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, I went up to the University of Oregon, and I got into a couple of acting classes, and my very first play ever was a production of Lysistrata, which was a Greek a comedy by Aeschylus, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time, but we made it a very unfunny comedy, and I in particular made it a very unfunny comedy. And the main thing I remember from it was me putting on tons of stage makeup for a theater that was about as big as this room, because I didn't know. I just saw people putting on stage makeup before the show, and I was like, oh, okay, right. I got to make sure people can see my expressions and everything, and I looked like a horrible, horrible clown, and I was like 5 feet away from people. I had no need for any makeup.
Who's this boy?
His name is Dylan, and I might as well just tell him not to come over because you guys are just going to embarrass me again.
Haley.
For Modern Family, I was taking a year off from high school. I had just graduated, and I was doing the show Lipstick Jungle, where I played Brooke Shields' daughter. And then that was canceled, sadly. And that was back when I was living in New York. So I was like, well, screw it. I'm going to move to LA. I have nothing else to do here. And so I moved out, and within like a month, I booked Modern Family. So I got real lucky. And here I am.
Luke got his head stuck in the banister again.
I got it. Why do you keep doing this? Thought I could get out this time.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. He needs to be checked by a specialist.
I got started acting when I was 4, and I was watching Dora the Explorer, and I started hitting my head up against the TV saying, I want to go in, I want to explore with Dora. So my mom came, and she was like, there's definitely an easier way. My band? Well, it's kind of like a one-man show. I write my own songs and my own melodies, and I sing them. I normally write about things that I feel. I wrote a really good song called Banished in history class because I came across the word exile. And I literally wrote a song around one word. I just take certain things and figure, oh, I can make a song out of that. What do I really feel about that?
That's that bone in the front that really hurts when you wreck it. Go on.
No, I would never do that to a girl.
To a girl?
Or I mean, a woman.
Are you telling
a gentle lady?
Before Modern Family, I was just doing regular TV shows, some just like one episode That's usually all I did, and commercials, and I did a couple of movies, but I never got something that took a really long time to make, like Modern Family. So when I got Modern Family, I was really excited because this was a new experience for me.
She said women don't look like that in real life.
Yeah, I've gotten that speech.
But it's not true. Miss Keller looks like that.
Who's Miss Kellner?
My new math teacher. She's so pretty, none of us can even concentrate.
Yeah, I've been in Mensa since I was about 4 or 5. That's when I first took the IQ test and I qualified for it. So I've been in Mensa for a really long time, and it's absolutely great. Well, Mensa is an organization that was made for people who are bright, and they can go to events and they can meet other people, and they can become friends with those, and Mensa gives us great resources. Yogurt's good for you. This is not a yogurt commercial or anything, just so you know.
Wait a minute. Your theory here is that if you eat a cup of yogurt a day, what's going to happen?
An apple a day keeps the doctor away or something.
All right, here we go.
For Hawaii, I don't want to.
You want to be slim and trim in your bathing suit?
The Brown University. I did attend the Brown University, yes, which makes me very fancy. It means I have an expensive education that I've never used. My major at Brown was Italian Renaissance Studies, which means I studied anything having to do with a very brief moment in history that is totally non-applicable to everyday life.
She's the luckiest little girl in the world to get the two of you. So stop worrying.
What made me want to become an actor? Low self-esteem in combination with the fact that my mom didn't let us watch TV, so that our only activity was to go outside and put on plays in the backyard. I wasn't very good at sports per se, and I had 2 other sisters, so we would just put on plays. That's just all we did. So it seemed very natural. Are you eating that cake right now?
No.
What are you eating?
Leftovers.
Leftover what? I started out in shirt folding videos in an industrial for Lady Foot Locker. It was one of my first paid gigs. I believe it is, they found it somewhere and showed it at some point. It is one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. And I was grateful for that job, and I've been grateful for every job since. And I still have that geeky excitement every time I get a job and get to come to work. So to me, this is the best shirt folding video I've ever gotten to do.